Sunshine of Your Love. We'll look at the sheet music to begin with. Now, we've got some stuff at the beginning, which is the treble clef key signature and a time signature, which I'll go into in future. But we have a black line, a thin black line and two dots. And what that is the beginning of what's called a repeat section. Now, then we have the notes that you're going to play, and then after that we have a mirror image of that to the thick black line, the thin thing, and the two dots. That's the closing part of the repeat section. So what that means is you'll play through to there and then go back and do that section again. It may have above it a number and how many times you're going to do that. If it doesn't do that, then it's just wanting you to repeat it once. It just saves writing everything out twice. So the first riff does this. Okay, and what we have is two notes. The second fret on the G string, open G, and then the second fret again. Then on the sheet music you'll see we've got a funny little, what looks like a 7. That's a rest. We rest for half a beat. And then another rest. And then we're into the next bar, because the bar line. Rest. Rest. Open string, third fret, open, rest. And these are very small. I mean, when I say rest, I mean it's not like go off and have a sleep. It's just the sound stops briefly, so you get there is moments of no sound, although there will be the sound of your guitar ringing on slightly. And that's repeated twice. We get into the next section, which will be bar, in this instance 3, and we're going to play. It sounds like pretty close to the same riff, but we're going to be doing two notes at a time here. So instead of it being on the G string, we're also going to have the note on the D string as well. So we're going to get, but rhythmically it's the same. That's the same, but then we're going to move up, which is the third fret on the B string, to the first fret on the B string, to the second fret on the G string. You might like to notice here that I've set up my third finger, my first finger, and then my second finger to play those notes. So I'm not going, I'm setting my fingers up. So it's little to no effort to move those around. Let me just move this down ever so slightly so you can see the guitar playing. Okay. There's a repeat sign. So that means we do it again. We move into the next section. It's exactly the same. The reason for this is that this is written to go alongside the backing track, and the backing track has a difference underneath, so it's technically a different section. We'll move down to the next line, which is bar, just see trying to look now, I think it's bar 7. And what we have now is it's the second fret on the G and the third fret on the B, so it's sounding a bit like a D chord. And I've got those two, I'm playing that with my second and third fingers, because the third beat is going to be an open G and a first fret on the B, so it's easy if I set my fingers up again like I did on the previous thing, just to move backwards and forwards like that. Now this 2, 1, 0 with the rests in between. It's very similar to what we played before, but now we've moved up a string, and this as well. Rhythmically the phrase is the same as what we played before, we've just moved up a string into the new key. That's repeated. Then we're going to play which is kind of an amalgamation of the first riff that you played and the second riff that you played. So what we have is the first part with the double stops, but instead of coming up to, we go down to down there, which we had on the very first riff that you play. So that's those little bits. Then we're going to have some power chords, and we're going to go, which is an E power chord, which is the low string open and the second fret on the A string, and it's a little 3 rhythm into the next bar, which is a G, rest, D, rest, so we get these kind of rest. And then on the very last little section, okay, and then we get a bit that says dal segno, which means go to the sign. Now this is where we're going to learn a little bit about the road maps that you'll find on sheet music. Now the sign is located in bar 3, and it's the funny squiggly looking S thing that's part S, part percentage sign, maybe looks a bit like a dollar. Anyway, when we get dal segno, or DS quite often it's written as, it means go to that sign. So we get to that part of the song, and then we whip our way back up to there, and we play through again until we get a different order. We haven't in this particular instance. So the second time we come down, we play this last 3 bars. Now I'm going to play through it for you so you can see how it goes.